I'm going to be reading to you a poem titled My Brother at 3 a.m. by Natalie Diaz. He sat cross-legged, weeping on the steps, when Mama knocked and opened the front door. "Oh God," he said, "oh God, he wants to kill me, Mom." When Mom unlocked and opened the front door, at 3 a.m., she was in her nightgown, Dad asleep. "He wants to kill me," he told her, looking over his shoulder. 3 a.m. and in her nightgown, Dad asleep. "What's going on?" she asked. "Who wants to kill you?" He looked over his shoulder. "The devil does. Look at him, over there." She asked, "What are you on? Who wants to kill you?" The sky wasn't black or blue, but the dying green of a night. "The devil, look at him, over there." He pointed to the corner house. The sky wasn't black or blue, but the dying green of night. Stars had closed their eyes or sheathed their knives. My brother pointed to the corner house. His lips flickered with sores. Stars had closed their eyes or sheathed their knives. "Oh God, I can see the tail," he said. "Oh God, look." Mom winced at the sores on his lips. "It's sticking out from behind the house." "Oh God, see the tail," he said. "Look at the goddamn tail." He sat cross-legged, weeping on the steps. Mom finally saw it, a hellish vision. My brother. "Oh God, oh God," she said. And that was My Brother at 3 a.m. by Natalie Diaz. And I chose this poem because it resonates with me on a very personal level. In the poem, a mother is faced with a disturbing sight at 3 in the morning. Her son is on the front steps of her house, delusional, as he thinks a devil is trying to kill him, which is all due to a drug-induced psychosis. Now, I say this poem resonates with me not because I found my brother one night at 3 in the morning on drugs, but because for my entire life I have dealt with a mother who has struggled with a drug addiction. This poem brings clarity, at least for me personally, to the struggle of trying to help someone who is constantly fighting with a drug addiction. This poem brings back a vivid memory of one of the times where my mother would end up taking too much of a drug and become delusional herself. This particular memory actually resembles the scenario in the poem quite well. It was a rainy and nasty night. I was 16 at the time. It was about 1 in the morning, and I was just getting home from working a late night shift. As I'm walking inside, I find my mother frantically pacing the living room. She was screaming out as if she was in real physical pain and rambling random words. Noticing me walking in, she cried out to me to help her put the fire out. I became very alarmed, and in my head I'm thinking, holy crap, what fire? But I asked her as calmly as I could, what fire? She replied, in tears at this point, "The flames are everywhere, can't you see? It burns, please help." I was confused because there was in fact no fire. And as I start to walk towards her, I noticed the empty needle and spoon sitting on the table. She realized I noticed this and immediately became apologetic. I was now frustrated because I did not want to hear the nonsense that was about to spew from her mouth about her being so sorry and her trying to change and being in denial. Because, quite frankly, I heard this same rant almost every day for the past few years. So I walked away towards my room. And as I started to walk down the hallway, her screams became louder and my thoughts began to consume me. And I realized in that moment, my mother was somebody who I did not truly know. She was making the decision to choose drugs over her life and family. She was spiraling out of control with no real regard to how her actions were affecting her children. Everyone in her life, including myself, knew she needed some real professional help. And on many occasions, we did try to get her the help she needed, but she refused every time. So to wrap up, as her daughter, I wish I had the knowledge to tell you if she ever truly got the help she needed, but she was gone by morning. And I thought this was going to be like every other time she left, where she would leave for a few days, come back feeling motivated to try and do better. But this time was different because I have not heard from her or seen her since. Thank you.